All right, another one bites the dust.
Reading this. Reading it. Just a couple minutes. Guess how much I love you. It's the bedtime story. Some of you may be asking why, and I think it's the official answer is for scuzz, just because. That's why we do it.
As Phil Collins said, why not?
Why not? He did say that. Oh, want to see who else is in here? There's Christian.
Hello.
And that's William Wise. He just won some tickets for Bruce Springsteen. But don't ask him anything about his life or he'll have to kill you. So we're somebody. So we've got 3.5 minutes. Get the kids in from all the yards and from all the rooms. Get the hearth all warmed up. This is gold. I've been holding off on this one for the end of week 3. Doot, doot, doot. 6:40:26. Last minute bookkeeping. Then we're going to get out of here. I'm going to have some alcohol.
Good thinking.
Am I driving you home? No, I'll get home first. At least that's what I'm going to say on here.
So we are supposed to be having... we're supposed to have happy hours today with our boss.
Yeah. Blew us off. Peter blew us off. But there's a wonderful picture of him that you should check out on the Andy in the Afternoon page where he's supine.
Yeah.
He's reclined. It's lovely, including his gold toe socks. Very good. I'll take this opportunity to say, go Peyton Manning. I want ELO tickets, says Debbie Street. Am I too hard on people with the ELO tickets? Do I exact too much from people?
Yeah.
I'd love to have some ELO tickets, says Candy Ariano, and then she says, heart, 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 love your show. Trying to suck up. That's worth trying. It's worth trying. Hello from Sydney, Australia. Hello, Elazara Bob.
Hi.
How you going, mate?
Don't do that.
What? No, that's how they say it down there. Down underneath.
Don't say it like an American.
Down underneath.
Trying to do it. Let the Englishman handle it all. It's like, hi, mate. It's like that.
No, they don't say that. They do the...
Fair dinkum.
How you going?
No,
Hello, mate. How you
I
going?
understand. What are you doing with your arms and your
What?
shoulders immediately?
Hello. Hello, Governor. It was great. I do love their sense of humor. We were staying down there. I went to Brisbane second time I went. And I go out to get a footy jumper, one of the football jerseys. And
Nobody fucking calls it a footy
that's what they
jumper.
call it. They call it. Don't they call it a footy jumper? Anyway, I only got a minute to tell this story. Anyway, I leave, and the concierge tells me where to go to find a sports store. And I pick out a couple. I bring him back, and I show him what I got. He's like, congratulations. Those are the worst teams in the league. Very, very well done.
One of my favorite
Dry
things in the Australian airport, I saw a shirt that said, I'm a fan of 2 rugby teams.
Are you going to cuss? Don't cuss.
Australia and who's ever beating New Zealand.
Oh, I love Vegemite. I'm all about the Vegemite.
We're going to try and have a Vegemite party up here when we get...
Yeah, we're trying to get Colin James Hay. If you're in Australia and you got any connections with Colin Hay,
we're going to get him.
Pull him. Let's see. What am I looking for? Oh, here it is.
We're getting Colin James Hay. It's going to be our first in-studio concert.
20 seconds.
It's going to be a heyday.
I mean, heyday. I get it.
What's that? Yeah, I can't wait to get home and get high. Holy moly.
It's Andy in the Afternoon, and it's time for us to read this story, Guess How Much I Love You. I'm Andy. Christian's here.
Hi.
Our contest winner, William, stuck around because
Who wouldn't?
it's a great book.
Yeah.
Guess How Much I Love You by Sam McBradney. Little Nut Brown Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. Oh, I don't think I could guess that, said Big Nut Brown Hare. This much, said Little Nut Brown Hare, stretching his arms out as wide as they could go. Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms. But I love you this much, he said. That is a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. Well, I love you as high as I can reach, said Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you as high as I can reach, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms like that. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. And I love you all the way up to your toes, said Big Nut Brown Hare, swinging him up over his head. I love you as high as I can hop, laughed Little Nut Brown Hare, bouncing up and down. But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled Big Nut Brown Hare, and he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. That's good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop like that. I love you all the way down to the lane as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you across the river and over the hills, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think anymore. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes, out into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. I love you right up to the moon, he said, and closed his eyes. Oh, that's far, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That's very, very far. Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him good night. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, I love you right up to the moon. And back. Good night, Silas. Go to bed. Kiss Viv and Mom. Are you crying?
No, I was just thinking, man, you're my little brown nut hare.
Aw, thanks.
I'm glad I took that edible about 25 minutes ago. It's fantastic.
Don't stay in school, kids. And now here's a little scary psychedelic music for you youngins.
Woo! Now the edible's really getting on top of me, Daddy.
Have a great weekend, everybody. The incomparable Rita Wilde is next here in Los Angeles on 100.3 The Sound, Southern California's classic rock.
See you Monday.
Thank you. Night, night.